Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's weekly psychic reading. I'm Erin Lee, and you can find the rest of my readings on my website, VancouverIslandPsychic.com. I've also posted a new Choose Your Own Adventure crystal reading for the month of July, and you'll find links to both of those places here. This is the weekly psychic reading for Monday, June the 30th to Sunday, July the 6th, 2014. And this week we're going to be using Doreen Virtue's Messages from Your Angels Oracle card deck again. And your crystal choices for the week are citrine, aquamarine, and jet. So again, that's citrine, aquamarine, and jet. And when you're choosing your crystal for the week, don't become too caught up in what exactly the crystal is or the meaning of the crystals. It's more important to go with the one that you are most drawn to, as the crystal becomes part of the message of the reading for the coming week. All right, so move these off to the side. And I'm going to give the cards a shuffle. And while I'm shuffling, I'm going to ask our angels, guides, and any other helpers who are around us what messages they have for us for the coming week to help keep us, to help keep us balanced, healthy, stable, and strong, and moving forward in a positive direction along our life path. So the first card that I choose is for Monday and Tuesday, and the card that comes up is Crystal, and she says, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see. So one of the things that's been coming up for a lot of people in the sessions that I've been having lately is that the last couple of weeks have been really kind of hectic and chaotic. There's been a lot of anger and frustration and emotions that have been coming up that are being released. And so often when that's happening, it's really difficult, or pardon me, really easy to become pulled down by that and drawn into the difficulties of what's happening around us. And so the message that's coming up for Monday and Tuesday is to know that there is something more that's coming, and that it's important to let go of that as much as we possibly can, because there are new things that are coming up on the horizon. So Monday and Tuesday are kind of calm and resting days. If you're in Canada, Tuesday is a stat with it being Canada Day, and so you know, really important for you to make sure that you aren't doing a lot of working and more taking time for yourself and taking some time off. This can be it can be a time of celebration, but also really making sure that you're taking time to come into yourself and keeping your thoughts as high and positive as possible. The next card is for Wednesday and Thursday, and it's Aurora who's coming up, and the message that she has is, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. So again, there's this feeling of faith and hope that's coming through for Wednesday and Thursday. It does feel like energy and momentum is really starting to pick up, and there's a feeling of renewed sense of purpose and direction, and motivation is also starting to pick up too for Wednesday and Thursday. Again, it feels like it's really important not to be pushing things too much, too far, too soon, but really kind of taking it easy and gentle, but enjoying and appreciating the renewed sense of energy that you're feeling through Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Looking at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Seraphina comes up, and she is the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family, and this is a beautiful card to come up for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you're in the States, Friday is of course Independence Day for you guys, and so a time for really to be coming together with family, friends, and really concentrating more on relationships through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. Again, there's this feeling of celebration that's coming up, enjoying the people who are around you, focusing and connecting on interpersonal relationships, but not getting into really heavy stuff. It feels like we're coming into a time of year where there's the need for celebration and fun and being active and getting out there and doing things and experiencing new things. And I don't know if you can see the imagery on this card or not, but there's a lot of sparkles and a lot of joy that is coming up within the card, and it really feels like that's the energy that we have coming forward for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday this week. So overall, there's perhaps not a lot of action and activity that's happening this week, but know that you're coming out of the difficult time that you may be experiencing. So continue to have faith and hope, because there are things that are coming along, and the message that's just kind of popping in is through the middle of next week. I wouldn't be surprised, or pardon me, the middle of the following week, so not this coming week, but the one after. It feels like things are really starting to pick up and take off. So know that drive, ambition, motivation, things are really starting to come back into focus and back into center for the middle of next week. So just enjoy the time that you have right now. All right, let's pull our crystals back. So if you have chosen citrine, the message for you this week is, oh, this is awesome, is Serena, and she is the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. So there are a couple of things that really come up for me. First of all, I love that this card about faith has come up underneath the Monday and Tuesday card, which was again all about faith. So anything to do on a financial level, any sort of abundance, or anything that you're needing on the material world and plane, know that that's coming into you, and please don't worry and stress about it. Continue to take the steps that you're guided to take. So any messages or information that comes through to you, whether it's around new job or employment, or making changes or cutting back expenses, whatever messages are coming up to you, it's important to pay attention to those, but know that you are being financially supported. And the other thing that I love is, pardon me, citrine is such a crystal of abundance, and it's actually a really powerful manifester. And whenever I go to shows, I always keep a little piece of citrine in my cash box to help draw abundance into my life. So this is, citrine is actually a great crystal to have, pardon me, in your wallet, in your purse. If you're into feng shui, to have it in the money corner of your home or your room. So know that everything is being taken care of on a financial level for you for this week, and into the middle of next week as well. So expect money to miraculously kind of appear, and to make sure that you express appreciation and gratitude for everything that you receive, because as you do that, it raises your energy and vibration, and more of it is likely to come in. So for you, if you've chosen citrine, things are falling into place. All right. If you've chosen aquamarine, the message that's coming up for you is Archangel Uriel, and he says that your emotions are being healed, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So as I said earlier, pardon me, earlier in the reading, a lot of people the last couple of weeks have been going through emotional purging. It feels like you're one of the people who is still experiencing some emotional purging. So rather than becoming caught up in what you're experiencing in the moment, allow yourself to feel it and then allow it to go. This is old stuff that's coming up that is no longer serving you, and it's important that you just allow that to flow through you rather than becoming stuck in it. The other thing that's coming up here as well is to make sure that you're paying attention to yourself on an emotional level. So if something is triggering you, then it's important to pay attention to the message that's coming up around that and to make change. So not only is this encouragement to allow yourself to feel and experience the emotion before you allow it to let go, but also to make sure that you're really being active in making changes in your life based on the emotional triggers that you're experiencing. And if you're having any difficulty with that, call on Archangel Uriel and ask him for help. The other thing that comes up is aquamarine is a fabulous stone of communication. So this is going to allow you to easily and in a compassionate way communicate the frustration that you may be experiencing, and in a way that is healthy for all parties involved. All right. If you've chosen Jet, the message that's coming up for you is Astara. And she says, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. So one of the things that's coming up here is that it's really important to make sure that in this week you're not settling. Don't allow yourself to make compromises to the point where you are not feeling fully and completely supported in what you're doing. Compromise within relationships all relationships, romantic relationship in particular, but all relationships in general, compromise is important. That's part of what keeps our relationships moving and flowing and functioning. All that said, you can come to a point where both sides are compromising so much that neither is getting what it is that they need from the relationship. And so the encouragement here is to make sure that you're taking a look at the different relationships you have in your life and make sure you aren't compromising so much that you are no longer being fulfilled and supported within the situation and the relationship that you're in. It's interesting because jet is really a stone that's related to pulling stuff out. Energetically, it's fabulous for attracting kind of the negative stuff that that causes disease and upset and creates difficulty in our lives. So what this is saying is that things are coming up to the surface for you so that you can pull it out and clear it. So really make sure that you're looking at what is happening in your life, what your priorities are, and making sure that you're putting your energy, your focus, concentration, and resources into the things that are important to you rather than trying to fix the things that perhaps can't be fixed. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me for this week's weekly psychic reading. I'm Erin Lee, and you can find the rest of my readings on my website, VancouverIslandPsychic.com. And this month's Choose Your Own Adventure crystal reading is now up and available. It's a brand new one for the month of July, so feel free to click the link here and check that out. I'd like to wish you a fabulous week.